Dream City College isn't a place that's just producing average Joes. No, they're producing world changers.
Hey everybody, my name is Josh and I'm our director here at Dream City College, located at Dream City Church here in Phoenix, Arizona. And we are so grateful to get to be a part of this awesome church that's doing so much for God. There's such a legacy here and such history of all the amazing things this church has been able to do for people. And this church's vision is all about making Arizona known as a Christian state, and our college has adopted that same vision. So the first day that students get here on our campus, they get to make Arizona known as a Christian state. They're making a difference in the community and making an impact on lives and bringing so many people to come to know Jesus. Our church is led by Pastor Luke Barnett and his dad, Pastor Tommy Barnett, who also is the chancellor at Southeastern University. And what's really cool is our students aren't just coming here and getting hands-on ministry experience, but they're also getting a real degree from an accredited university, and that's Southeastern University. We're an extension side of Southeastern, so our students, as they're making this impact on people's lives and making an impact in the community and learning how to do ministry, they're also getting that degree. And we offer degrees in business, in ministry. We offer psychology, communications, media, all these things and so much more. You can read about more of them on our website. But what's awesome is our students get to learn everything from Southeastern University, a real awesome university, private Christian school, one of the largest in the nation. And they're taking all that knowledge that they're gaining and they're applying it to their ministry daily. And what sets our extension site apart from other sites is that our students are a family here. We offer family nights every other week. We take our students to young adults. There's so much community here. So even if you're coming from a different state or out of town and don't know somebody, you have family the first day you get here and you'll feel at home. And then also we take our students on missions trips, and our students just get to have a ton of fun bonding here. In Dream City College, it's really about you. It's about each individual student, and we're all about whatever God has called you to do. So no matter what you feel like God is calling you to do, when you get here, we're gonna listen to that call, and we're gonna do everything we can to launch you into doing whatever God has for you.
Well, today we get to talk with the director of our Dream City College, Josh Moza. Thanks for being here.
Of course, glad to be here.
So we've had you on here a couple of times talking about the different stories of specific college students, but we've never really done a general overview of Dream City College and why it's so amazing. And so why is Dream City College different than any other college out there?
We might need a really long show for me to talk about that.
No.
But Dream City College is so different because especially students going into ministry, like most students either want to get an internship, something like Master's Commission, which a lot of people are familiar with, or they want to go to school and get a degree. Here at Dream City College, they get the best of both. They get hands-on ministry experience, so they're learning how to do what they want to, and they're getting the degree. Plus, they're surrounded by a bunch of like-minded individuals that want to do the same things as them.
Yeah, and so what would be your goal for every student that walks into your program?
Yeah, that's a great question. My goal is for every student to come in and truly discover what God is calling them to do and then prepare them for that, no matter what it is, whether they want to be a youth pastor, a worship leader, or anything. Like missions, we'll totally create something for that, and we just want to help them get to where they want to be.
So I know Dream City College has a wide variety of students with their backgrounds and who comes into the program. We've had kids from our Phoenix Dream Center. We've had kids from the suburbs. We've had kids across the nation.
Yeah.
Tell us about the different kinds of stories of people who've come into the college.
Yeah, I mean, we do get tons of students from all over the country, a lot from the Midwest or up east. We get college transfers. It's just so different for all of them. One of my favorite stories is a kid named Noah Kirby, and he's totally okay with me sharing this, but he wanted nothing to do with ministry. He wanted to go to school for business, wanted to make as much money as possible. He came to one of our Dream City College events and then got called into ministry at that event.
Wow.
Came here, he found out we had a business degree, so just figured he'd still do the business route. And now he's a youth pastor at our Phoenix campus working with your husband, Pastor Ash.
That's a really cool story. What about someone who's come from the Phoenix Dream Center? How have you seen them change through this program?
Yeah, of course. One of my favorites, Michael Kang, he's the first student we ever got from the Phoenix Dream Center. He came in, and it was really cool to see the transition of coming in from the Dream Center to then doing ministry and actually pouring back into the community. Because for a while he was getting poured into, and he got to use that to change so many other lives. And now he's on staff at this church. He's a music director. He's getting ready to do a lot more here at this church, but he's also getting married pretty soon here.
Yes, and they found each other in the program.
Exactly.
Which is really cool. And so one thing that's new with Dream City College is how they're being involved with the Phoenix Dream Center on a new level.
Yeah.
And they have males and females who've been employed to work in the Hope Wing at the Phoenix Dream Center, which are survivors of sex trafficking. Tell us about what they get to do there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so amazing. I get to hear stories all the time from our different students that are there. We have 4 girls right now who are on the female wing who get to just work with them, and then 2 guys working on the male side, getting ready to hire a 3rd right now. But it's just so special because they go in there and their only job is just to love on these people. And these people haven't had a whole lot of healthy, consistent relationships in their life, especially recently. So these students get to go and be that for them, where they're just taking them to the grocery store or going to classes with them and just helping them with whatever, but being there to do life with them and show them what a good relationship looks like.
And so there's a lot of things that are on the horizon for Dream City College. Tell us about some of the exciting things that are actually being built right now and what you're excited about.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we are right now, Dream City College is about 50 students, but we want to blow this thing up. We want to make this like the biggest SCU extension site. We want to be a regional campus. We want to have hundreds of students here. And it's not just about the numbers, but every single student we've had come here leaves so different. They leave with a deeper relationship with Jesus, with their dream. They go into ministry. And we just want to have so much more of that. So right now we're even building dorms right down the street, which is going to allow us to take in so many more students from out of state. And we're trying to give these students not just the ministry experience, but we also want to give them that fun college experience too. So we're becoming a legit college campus more and more every single day, and just looking forward to continuing to grow and put these students into ministry.
That's so exciting. But tell me about some of the success stories from some of your graduates and what they're doing now.
Yeah, every single one of our students, I mean, you're one of them, has graduated and are working full-time at Dream City Church. One of my favorites is my brother, Tim Moza. He came in, did 2 years at Dream City College after transferring here, and then now he's leading our Next Steps team. I mean, Ash, your husband, he came in through Dream City College.
Yes.
Now he's one of our youth pastors here. There's a ton of them. It's just so cool to see a student come in and then do that full process where they're here for 4 years and then come in and get to work at Dream City and be the next generation.
Now, what would you say about students who are going to a liberal arts college? We are a liberal arts degree, but they're being indoctrined at these schools. And what Dream City College offers in exchange for that?
Yeah, so we are a private Christian university. We are a legit school, so these students are coming in. They're getting tons of different degrees. We do more than ministry. We have business, psychology, humanitarian. There's just tons of different things that students can get. Someone can check it out on dreamcitycollege.com. But what's different is they're getting a private Christian education, so it's a lot different of a background. They're not indoctrinating them. What they're teaching them is things that have to do with the Bible. And they're surrounded by other individuals that aren't trying to pull them into just different beliefs and everything, but instead they're encouraging them and pushing them to go forward into their own beliefs.
And so what would you say to parents right now who are concerned about college? I mean, they've got kids who are graduating, they don't know what to do, they're scared about their kids. Maybe their kid doesn't want to go into ministry, but they just want to protect their kid from the world.
I mean, they should totally send them here, and even if it's just for the first 2 years, I mean, a parent can send their student here. A student could come here and get their first 2 years here, and they can continue to build that firm foundation before going out into another college. Or maybe they just want to come here and get 4-year degree, because we have a ton of degrees outside of ministry, but then they also have that hands-on experience, and maybe they want to go and work in the business world or something like that, and they can come work in our business department. There's just so many options for literally anyone.
And I know a lot of kids' concern is, I want the college experience. Tell us about the community.
One of my favorite things is we had a Q&A recently with our students at a big panel with a bunch of interested students, and someone asked that question, what about the college experience? And one of the girls stood up and she said, honestly, the college experience is overrated.
It is.
You go and you live in a dorm, you don't really hang out with anybody, you have to spend a ton of money to be there. Here, we're creating a college experience that's a lot more fun and more catered to students of this generation. So our community, we're trying to do things to create community all the time. So once a week we have family night, where we either take our students to young adults and they get to connect with other young adults their age, or we do things like we have a Bob Ross paint night and we get a bunch of canvas and just paint and have fun, or we go rent out a movie theater or have a country dancing night. We just do a ton of fun stuff all the time, so they're creating memories. We go on mission trips with them. We take a retreat with them once a year. But also, they're just in a smaller setting. They're with about 50 students who are going into doing what exactly each other want to do. Like, they're connecting with each other. So it's a ton of fun, and they all hold each other to a really high standard.
Which is important.
At a typical college, like, you can drink, you can party, sleep around. here our students aren't even allowed to do that.
No.
So they're held to a higher standard.
And so, you go to a normal college and they pull you down. These kids are pulling you up.
Exactly.
And so I'm so excited about Dream City College. It's just going to grow. It's going to blow up. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Well, Dream City College is the perfect place to go if you want to be surrounded by like-minded students who want to pursue the kingdom of God. Go to dreamcitycollege.com to find out how you can apply and get involved.